Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to our MMA Academy Online. If you can, please like and subscribe to our channel. So today we have a really interesting topic. We're going to talk about how to choose a martial arts style. So a lot of people, they're looking to do something different in their life, okay? Maybe they've watched mixed martial arts on television, or they've watched some kind of martial arts in a movie, and they see guys punching and kicking, throwing and grappling, and they say, hey, I think I want to do that. That's really cool. And the question they ask themselves, can I do that? Wow, am I too old? Can I do that? Is it for me? And the answer is yes, martial arts is for everyone, okay? If you find a good school, and that's going to be our next video, how to look for a martial arts academy, and a good instructor, you can learn any martial art, okay? But you have to do your research. You got to go online, if you and you got to research. There's a lot of information out there because you got to find the martial arts that fits you. Some people, there's two types of martial arts. There's grappling and there's striking. And grappling deals with throws, it deals with wrestling, and some people gravitate to that, right? And they want to do that. Some people, right, they gravitate more to the striking martial arts. So you have to decide what you like to do, what you want to do. I can't decide that for you, or nobody else can. And if you're forcing yourself to do martial art and you really don't like it, well, guess what? You're not gonna stick with it. Okay. So it's got to be something you like. Okay. And it might lead you to another martial art. Okay. So listen. I think I like all the martial arts. I like all the styles. I think they all have something to offer. But you pick one that fits your personality and that you're comfortable doing, then you'll stick with it, okay? So we're gonna move on to the next thing is, this is 5 things that most people gravitate to when searching for a martial arts school, 5 things that most people look for, okay? And one of the things that people look for is self-defense, okay? Self-defense is a big topic because, one of the things I just said, something you're comfortable with. Well, some martial arts are better for self-defense than others. So, like I'll give you an example, like jiu-jitsu I think is a better martial art than boxing or kickboxing. I think because, boxing and kickboxing, we wear gloves, we hit pads, okay? And on the street, you're not hitting pads, okay? You're not wearing gloves. Really easy to break your hand. I've trained fighters and I've seen them break their hands and they hit the guy just right and their hand was wrapped up. So honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think that those types of martial arts are good for self-defense. But what happens if you gravitate towards that martial art? Well, guess what? Later on, if that's what you like, do that type of martial art, and later on you might get comfortable with doing the martial art itself. You might want to try another martial art and you might be more comfortable with the grappling later on. So gravitate to what you're comfortable with, okay? But just remember, there are certain martial arts that are better for certain things. Like I would say jiu-jitsu, Krav Maga, and Jeet Kune Do. Those are good martial arts for self-defense. Because like I said, you're not going to have a guy here, are you ready? Are you ready? You're going to be walking, you're going to turn your back, the person's on top of you. Okay? So if that's what you're looking for, then like I said, you just gotta go with what you're comfortable with, but you gotta know that if you're looking for something specific, you might not be comfortable with it. Okay? So do the thing that you're comfortable with, and then later on, once you get comfortable, you can move into that. Okay, so self-defense, better state of mind, better state of being, better state of mind, okay? You're looking for meditation and that sort of thing. Well, you might want to look into the older martial arts like karate, kung fu, and those older styles where they do meditate, kung fu, tai chi, there's moving meditation. So if that's what you're looking for, then you have, discipline, better state of mind, better state of being, right? Discipline falls in that category. And some schools are more traditional and they have more protocol, and you have to call the instructor a certain name. You have to bow before you enter the academy. There's a system involved. It's very disciplined. Not all schools are like that. Some schools you go in, they show a move, you drill it, and then you train. So you have to do the research and figure out, is this school for me, or is this style for me, or is it not? So like I said, the older styles are more disciplined, I think, with all the protocol. So then the next one, you're going to want to say confidence. Like that falls in state of mind, state of being. All martial arts build confidence, okay? Because like I said, you start from you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced. In the beginning, you have very little control. You move to intermediate, you start to learn your body, you start to know what you're doing, and then eventually you have a lot of control at an advanced level, and you can do the techniques whenever you want. Okay, so we had the first one was self-defense, state of mind, state of being, and then the third one is recreation. Recreation is really important because, and I think it's in most styles. There's communities, the karate community, the jiu-jitsu community, you're going to meet different people. You're the guy who, he comes home from work, he eats dinner, watches TV, and goes to bed. You're looking for something a little bit different, something to broaden your horizon, so this is the recreation, okay? And I think most martial arts styles will provide that, okay? The next one is exercise, a different way to exercise. Some people are tired of running on the same treadmill, or lifting the same weights. So they're looking for some kind of different exercise to broaden their horizon, expand their mind, to use their mind a little bit more. So they want to pick a martial arts style. So I think most martial arts styles provide this, but some have more cardio than others. You got to be careful. If you're doing cardio kickboxing, it's not really a martial art. You're throwing your hands, you're punching and kicking, but you're not learning the science. You're not learning the angles, the footwork, and all that kind of crazy stuff, So it's not really a martial art, but if you like that and it's a type of fitness that you want to do, then go do it. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? So fitness is a biggie, okay? Then the last one is sport. You got to be careful when it comes to sport. Two things you have to take into consideration. One, can you afford to get hurt? Because a lot of martial arts, you have Olympic judo, Olympic karate, you have the MMA, you have boxing. They go a lot harder when it comes to sport, okay? And you can get hurt, right? And if you have to work tomorrow, you got to take that into consideration, okay? Also time. Do you have the time? Because the sport takes up a lot of time, right? Okay? So those are the 5 things. We had self-defense, better state of mind, better state of being, recreation, physical fitness, okay, and sport. Listen, so you may be able to find a school that has a little bit of all those things, okay? And that's usually the MMA school that has, jiu-jitsu, a jiu-jitsu program, a Muay Thai program. But I would suggest doing one first for some time, maybe a couple of years, and then moving to the next one, because it's every type of martial art is very not just time consuming, but it's not. You can train two times a week and be proficient, and it's good, or 3 times is even better. But I think 2 martial arts at one time is too much. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna have another video coming up in a little bit, how to choose a martial arts school or academy. Thank you very much, and we'll see you back next time on MMA Academy Online. Like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.